Hi everyone and welcome to Infinox Market Insights with me, Richard Perry, analysing markets for Infinox on Wednesday the 2nd of February. Now, the risk recovery that we've seen in the early part of this week has continued. We saw a strong close on Wall Street last night, and again we're seeing futures higher this morning, which are helping European indices into a positive open early morning today. We're also seeing the continuation of the dollar correction or the dollar pullback that we've seen in the last few days. The strong run higher on the dollar throughout January has started to reverse slightly into February as Treasury yields have consolidated marginally, and we've seen that is continuing today. Now, the Eurozone inflation numbers for this morning are going to be the key data of point. Also, we're looking out for the ADP employment change numbers for the US, but the Eurozone inflation data will certainly have an impact on the ECB monetary policy decision tomorrow. That's likely to be that the Eurozone inflation is going to be coming back slightly, but how will that impact on the ECB is the question. Now, one of the charts we are looking out for today is the euro-dollar chart, which has rallied in the last few days as the dollar has corrected. It's up into a key level of resistance. We'll look at how that is impacting the strategy. We're also looking at the rally that we've seen in oil price, which has just started to find a little bit of loss of momentum as the OPEC Plus meeting approaches. It's a bit of a consolidation, so we're looking at how that is going to be impacted. But we're also looking at the DAX, which has rallied sharply alongside those Wall Street indices, which are up. But the DAX is up into a key level of resistance, so we'll see how the strategy has been affected through that. So let's have a look at these charts. And onto the Infinox MT5 platform, we can see with euro-dollar, we've seen a recovery in the last couple of days. Strong recovery actually on Monday, which completed what looks to be a morning star candlestick setup where you see a strong move to the downside, consolidation move on the doji, and then a strong move to the upside, and we've seen that on Monday, and that's continued to go through, and it's now testing the resistance at 112.70 to 113 big figure. This is a key moment for euro-dollar as that RSI has unwound back towards 50. So again, how the ECB comes across tomorrow could be crucial for this euro. Does the ECB start to factor in stronger inflation numbers? Does that mean that the ECB possibly drags forward any potential tightening? So how the ECB comes across tomorrow will be important for this euro-dollar chart, certainly. And looking at this recovery, it's just, as I said, up into this resistance area, but the 4-hour RSI is already looking a bit better, above 50 on that. It's better than it's been for a good few days now. So it's got still lots of resistance overhead. You still then start to factor in 1310 up towards 11360 area. So there's a lot of key resistance overhead, but certainly looking improved in the last couple of days. Oil chart is interesting because what we've seen is this uptrend in oil has been tested fairly frequently in the last sort of week and a half, and it's now starting to break. It's now in this consolidation phase where these small bodies of the candles would suggest uncertainty, indecisive trading through oil is now started to take hold, following on from a lot of strong bull candles and strong sessions. We've started to see this consolidation setting in, and that is coming with the RSI over 70. That's not great for the bullish outlook. Uncertainty with overbought conditions would suggest potential for a pullback. We've got the OPEC Plus meeting, which certainly adds uncertainty that today, so that could be where we start to see this significant move coming through. We've got the support that comes in around 88.50 in the last couple of days. Last few days, I'd be watching out for that. Certainly, if that gets broken to the downside, that would suggest we are starting to fall over. The next important level of support, though, is 85 figure, but certainly this around 90 is a bit stretched potentially now. And finally, onto the DAX, we've seen this strong move to the upside, a decent recovery actually. If you go on the 4-hour chart, you can see the breakout above the resistance of 15,580 area. And that was a key move that we saw yesterday, which is now holding on support. So we've seen the breakout. It's starting to roll over a little bit and maybe get another pullback back towards that breakout area of 15,580 area of support. And maybe that would be your buying opportunity area. But I'm still looking at the recovery on this. We've got this uptrend here. We've also broken a downtrend, but it's now approaching this key resistance area sort of 5.7 to 15.7 to 15.9 is resistance. So how the market responds around that is going to be important in the next couple of days. Also with that RSI in the daily chart around 50, again, if it holds above that, you're looking much more improved and better outlook. But certainly this is a key sort of pivot area for the DAX, and post ECB will take on, I think, a more of a considered decisive move. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it informative and interesting for your trading. So I'll be back on Friday for that non-farm payrolls report, and that will certainly be the key focus for our trading. So I'll leave you with the Infonox support and resistance table, and I will speak to you then. Thank you very much.